I'm gonna go through and tell you about some of my current favorite things. This concept is not new. I've seen so many people talk about their current favorites, and I thought it'd be fun if I did it. A lot of people do like monthly favorites, but I don't consume that much stuff to the point where I can monthly have new favorite things. Like I repurchase the same kind of stuff. I guess digitally I consume a lot of new things. Here are my current favorites that I've been liking for like recently or the past year. I wrote everything down in my little notebook and I have the physical items to my side. Maybe this will give you interest in new things and maybe you'll find a new favorite. My first current new favorite is Hochija. This is a Hochija powder. I just got this off of Amazon, but I really like it. I've only recently started getting into Hochija. It's roasted green tea leaves made into a powder, so like a darker matcha. And I've been really enjoying this. Been making a lot of Hochija lattes recently. And another drink related item is peppermint tea. I used to love peppermint tea and I would have it nightly, and then I kind of forgot about it and just stopped having it. But I recently rediscovered peppermint tea. On TikTok, I have a video that shows how I prepare my peppermint tea. I don't drink it if there's like health benefits, I just have it because it tastes yummy. Next is a body care product that has been my favorite for over a year now, and that's the Philosophy Fresh Cream Body Lotion. I got it for Christmas last year and then I got it again for Christmas this year. This bottle basically lasts me a whole year almost, but it just smells so good. I love the fresh cream so much. It has that very vanilla sweet scent like the EOS vanilla cashmere. That one's cheaper than this, but this just feels like a luxury item to me. If you're looking for a new body lotion, I highly recommend this one. I feel like it does well moisturizing my skin, but I mainly just love the scent of it. I feel like I smell so good after I use it. Now let's move on to books. I read a lot. Recently, I've started reading way more than I've been reading. And a book that I just finished like earlier this week is The Hunger Games. I'm obsessed with this series. I'm currently reading the second book. I love this book so much and it was so entertaining and I couldn't put it down. I binged read this. I want to see the first movie, but I currently have it at hold on the library. But if you're like me and you've never read or watched The Hunger Games, then you should start this series. It's so good and I'm kind of mad at myself that it took me this long to read it. And a current author I'm really enjoying and loving is Mona Awad. I've read Bunny by her and We Love You Bunny. This is the first book. This is a sequel slash prequel to Bunny. These books are so good, and if you haven't read them, you should. In these books, her writing is very disturbing, weird girl, thought daughter kind of vibes. That was a mouthful of very chronically online terms. I'm sorry for that. But that's the best way to kind of describe it. A lot of absurdity. Her writing is so interesting and I don't know how she comes up with the words she says. I want to read more of her books. I remember years ago I tried to read All's Well and I remember starting it and DNFing it. But I think now if I reread it, I would really enjoy it. It was that one. I just don't think at that moment in time I was prepared for this kind of writing. Every single other book of hers is going to be on my TBR and I hope to actually read them. Along with reading, I have this book light because I love to read at night. I've been recently trying to read instead of scrolling on my phone before bed, and having this nightlight really helps. This thing is so bright, so you can turn it on. Right now that's really bright, but you can change the brightness to, this is the lowest setting and there's multiple other, and then you can also change the color. This one is the mix, and then there's really LED, and then there's a warm tone one, which I love the warm tone one. But if you're highlighting something in like yellow, you can't see it whatsoever when this is on there. It's rechargeable and it has a really sturdy grip and it makes it so easy to read at night. A jewelry favorite of mine is these earrings. They're little jewels and they're dangly and they're gold. And I just am obsessed with these. I got them for Christmas. They just speak to me. They're from En Route, which is an online jewelry shop that I found through somebody on social media. And I think they're called like Darcy. I don't know the exact name. I think they really suit me and my kind of vibe. And they're basically my go-to kind of earring when I want something like dangly. And then right now I just have these little heart ones in because sometimes I don't really want something dangly. This is a random favorite, but I just love my wallet so much. It's a leather and then it has these flower designs on it. They're like painted on and they're so pretty. And then on the inside it's just like brown. I got it from TJ Maxx for a good price. I think it was like $20. And I think it's genuine leather and nice sturdy material. It has a little magnetic clasp. There's like a coin pouch and then a spot for cards and cash. I just feel so happy pulling this out. And before I didn't really have a wallet. I just had this little pouch thing and this is so helpful. But this flower design is absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. It's amazing. Now on my list of favorites, I'm moving on to the things that are not physical pieces I own. The first is using the library system. I love going to the library and being able to check out books because you don't have to pay for them, which is lovely. And at my library, they have a section of popular new releases. So I was able to read Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy from the library. The first time I read Bunny, I read it from the library. And then I eventually found it at the thrift store and bought it. And also right now on my Kindle, my library, you can get ebooks. And I got the second Hunger Game book on an ebook and it was able to transfer it onto my Kindle, which is really cool and fun to read on here. They are limited on what kind of things they do have, but they have like a really good selection, I would say. They won't have every single thing you want to read, but even the bookstores sometimes don't have what I'm looking for. I don't really vibe with the atmosphere of my library, but I like what I can get there. Now, some of my current favorite artists, musicians I've been listening to is Malcolm Todd. He's all over my TikTok. I keep getting him, and his new release Breathe, I've been listening to it on repeat. I've been listening to him for a while now, like right when he was starting out, and it's amazing to see the growth that he's gotten, and he's really starting to pop off, which is cool to see. Another artist I've been listening to is Take Van. I don't hear that many people talking about her, but her music is very kind of techno digital. Is that how you would describe it? I don't know. I just really like her music. It's very good to like boost up your mood or to dance to, and I just really enjoy her vibe. And another artist is Kylie Cantrell. She is a former Disney star. Her music is so like Y2K, early 2000s girly pop vibes, and it's amazing. Her voice is incredible and she's beautiful and she can dance and act and she's like the whole package. And she recently signed with like a record label and I know she's gonna be like a really big star. So you should start listening to her. I can see her starting to become really big, like how Sabrina Carpenter currently is. I feel like she should be even more known than she is, but with this current record signing, you're definitely gonna be hearing about her. And I've been with her since Disney Channel. So now moving on to like films and TV shows, I honestly recently haven't been watching like any movies. The last movie I watched is on Disney Plus. I watched Zootopia 2 and then I saw Wuthering Heights in theaters. I just haven't been in the mood for movies. I've just been binge watching like TV shows. I love films so much, but it just takes something out of me to actually watch one. I want to feel everything that the film has to offer, and sometimes I just like psych myself out and I'm like, no, I'm not in the right space to watch this. Like I don't know, but I do want to go to the theaters and see the drama because that has Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. Honestly, haven't seen a trailer for the film. I just saw they're both in it and I want to see it, which sometimes when a film has two very popular actors or actresses, that doesn't mean it's gonna be good. And I love going to the cinema. That's also something to add to my list of current favorites. I love going to the cinema to watch a movie. When I go to the cinema, I'm more likely to actually fully pay attention to the film. And when I see a film, it's more likely I'm gonna actually love it and appreciate it. Because when I'm inside the theater, there's no distractions because I can't go on my phone. Well, I could, but that would be very disrespectful. But I'm just sitting there and I just focus, and the big screen, I just love it so much. There are times where there have been really annoying people. I wish I could go to the theater more. It's just tickets are like $15 now. I feel like there's probably some local theaters near me that show like older films for a cheaper price, which I should probably check out. I just get intimidated doing some things by myself. I am very independent, I would say, and I've kind of been able to go out more and do things by myself. I kind of been forced to do that though because I don't really have many friends or people to go out with. If I want to do certain things, I have to do them by myself. So my independence is really building strong. But I have been binge watching lots of TV shows. And the current show that's been like my go-to show to binge watch when I'm like eating or doing laundry or just any moment I need something playing in the background is CSI: The Las Vegas Addiction. I think that's like the original one. There's like 15 seasons, and each season has almost 20 episodes, and they're all like 45 minutes long, and it's a lot. I'm currently already on season 10, which is insane for me to say. That tells you a lot about my life. I do watch a lot of TV, but I'm at the point where a lot of the original cast is kind of gone, and which is kind of sad. It's not hitting the same as it originally did, so I'm kind of using it more as like a background TV show than like one I'm fully paying attention to. But if you haven't seen CSI, the first few seasons are extremely good. And I know they have other ones. They have like Miami and New York, so I might have to check those ones out. And my last TV show favorite right now is Dexter. I've a while ago watched the Dexter original show, but I've been recently watching the newer little series they have. I watched New Blood and Original Sin. They're just like one season miniseries. I got them from the library, and the newest one I currently have hold at the library, but there's like 50 people in front of me, so we'll see if I ever get to it. But I've been really enjoying the little series because I love Dexter. I feel like I need to rewatch it because it has been a while since I watched it. The Original Sin, you get to go back in time and see how Dexter ended up where he is today and like his start of becoming a serial killer. And then with the New Blood, you get to see him now in the current time of what happened since we last saw him in the Dexter series, and I've been eating that up. Those are all my current favorites at the moment. These items are, I guess, are kind of special to me because they kind of show you who I am and what I enjoy, and I hope I continue to find new things that I love, especially hobby related things. I really want to expand my hobbies and my interests. I don't really have much else to say, but I hope you have a beautiful day, and bye.